What's up guys, it's Kristen here today with my February haul / March TBR. So of course I'm always excited for the books that I plan on reading for the month, but I swear I put all of my most anticipated, most excited for books all together in the month of March. So I am truly ridiculously excited for each and every one of these. And as always, I planned out a wide variety of genres for this month so that I never get bored with my reading. So the first book that I will be reading in the month of March is actually for my in real life book club. We only read sci-fi, fantasy, paranormal, basically anything that is not real, and it was my pick this month. So I chose Station 11 by Emily St.John Mandel, Canadian author, representing here. This is a dystopian, post-apocalyptic novel about a world after a serious contagion has come through. Honestly, I don't know too much about it. I saw it on several people's favorites list of the year, and it can be difficult when we're trying to pick books for my book club to find standalone fantasy, sci-fi, paranormal books, so I'm very glad to have heard about this one, and I've already started it, and so far it is very interesting. So for my classic read of the month, this is another one, as I said, that I have literally been meaning to read for years now. So many people have recommended it to me, told me it's one of their favorite books of all time. I don't know what has taken me so long, but I'm finally gonna read Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. And can we take a moment to admire this gorgeous cover? I was really having a hard time deciding which design that I wanted to go with, but I'm so glad that in the end I chose this Virago Modern Classic. It is just beyond gorgeous. And I actually know almost nothing about the book of Rebecca. I know the first sentence, I dreamt of that I went to Mandel again or something like that. I heard somebody compared it to Gone Girl, which kind of makes me even more intrigued. But again, I did buy this edition when I don't buy a lot of books anymore because I am so sure that I'm going to love it. Next, for my YA read of the month, I will be reading The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Another gorgeous cover that I'm kind of sad now. This is only a library book and I don't own it, but maybe if I totally fall in love with it, I'll buy it afterwards. I, again, know very little about this. Obviously, the title kind of gives away that it's about Achilles, and I also think it has something to do with his relationship with Patroclus in the Iliad. Now, I've been hearing rumblings about this book for the past few months, and then I saw that Donna Tartt, one of my favorite authors, blurbed it, and then a few weeks ago, I was watching that beautiful film that is Troy, the one with the Brad Pitt playing Achilles, and it just really got me in the mood to read about this. And I'm assuming that there are going to be a lot of LGBTQ themes in this book, which I always want to have more of in my reading every month. So again, I am very excited to get to this. Now for my nonfiction read this month, I picked up In Order to Live, a North Korean girl's journey to freedom by Yeonmi Park. This is her memoir, of course, of how she escaped from North Korea. This book just came out a few months ago. It's on the bestsellers list. It's getting a lot of hype. I saw Max from Well Done Books did a really great review of it that inspired me to pick it up. And of course, I am very intrigued. North Korea is like this entity that nobody can understand. It's hard to believe that a country can be so cut off from the rest of the world, and how horrific it would be for the people actually living there. And then for my children's read of the month, I know this was supposed to be my year of Lemony Snicket. I was gonna read one book out of the series of unfortunate events every single month, but for some reason my library did not have the fourth book, The Miserable Mill, so I'll have to see if I can figure out another way to get it next month. So instead, I will be reading my sister's favorite book that she read growing up, and she's been bugging me for years to read it. It's called Chasing Vermeer by Blue Balliett. But interesting enough, it was illustrated by Brent Helquist, who is the same person who illustrated the Lemony Snicket books. And my sister tells me that this is like a children's version of the Da Vinci Code instead of Da Vinci, obviously the painter of Vermeer, and they try to solve mysteries through looking at the paintings, and that it is similar to Lemony Snicket, where yes, it is a children's book, but it is very beautiful writing and can easily be enjoyed by adults. And last but not least, my literary fiction pick of the month. This is one I am excited for, but I'm also very nervous about. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. It is You by Caroline Kepnes. This is a book that was on a lot of people's favorites list of last year. So many people who read very similar books to me have recommended it and said how great it was. Essentially, it is about a guy who works at a bookstore, and when a girl comes in, he notices her and really is interested and proceeds to start stalking her. But the really interesting thing is that the book is written in this second person narration style where the stalker guy character is talking to the reader. And I mean, let me just read you the first paragraph and you'll see what I mean, how creepy this is. You walk into the bookstore and you keep your hand on the door to make sure it doesn't slam. You smile, embarrassed to be a nice girl, and your nails are bare and your v-neck sweater is beige and it's impossible to know if you're wearing a bra, but I don't think that you are. You're so clean that you're dirty, and you murmur your first word to me, hello, when most people would just pass by, but not you and your loose pink jeans, a pink spun from Charlotte's Web, and where did you come from? You see what I mean? It's so creepy, and I'm not sure if that style of narration is just gonna grate on me and annoy me, or it's just gonna make me feel more immersed in the story, so we'll see how I feel about this one. So that is it for all of the books that I hope to get to in the month of March. As always, I would love to hear from anybody who has already read any of these books, or if you're really interested in them, please leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!